ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। नम ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवगौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशधारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंकुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरं। हरे कृष्णा, Hare Krishna. So after a very long time, we are here once again together for discussing Bhagavad Gita. We have already completed up to the ninth chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. So, as we have already discussed many times, Bhagavad Gita can be preliminarily divided into three parts, six chapters each, because there are 18 chapters in total. So, six chapters each. So the first six chapters, so each and every six chapters, Krishna speaks about certain uh, themes. Like for example, the middle six chapter speaks about bhakti. The first six chapters it speaks about karma yoga, and then the last six chapters it speaks about jnana. So if we uh, take the middle six chapters, it is said by our acharyas that the middle six chapters are the heart. It is the heart of the Bhagavad Gita, because even if you have noticed, even in the previous chapter there is a ninth chapter also. In the ninth chapter Krishna says that it is the most confidential knowledge, right? Guhyatamam shastram, he says that this knowledge, it is the king of all knowledge, rajavidya, and it is guhyatamam, it is the most, the greatest secret, or it is the most confidential, right? And I am revealing it to you, O Arjuna. Why? Because you are my friend and a devotee, right? There only we can understand heart of Krishna, how much Krishna values his devotees, that he reveals all the secrets to him. There is no secret between a devotee and Krishna. A devotee knows everything about Krishna, and Krishna knows everything about the devotee. Krishna does not hesitate to share his heart openly with the devotee. So these six chapters, they are the heart of Bhagavad Gita, and from which we are going to start with the 10th chapter, right? So we'll start with the 10th chapter of the Gita today. The chapter is entitled "The Opulence of the Absolute Truth." Right. So it is speaking about Krishna, actually, that Krishna's opulence, Krishna's Aishwarya. So in this particular chapter, Krishna is going to reveal that who actually Krishna is, right? What is his relation with this world? What is our relation with him? All these things Krishna is going to elaborately speak about himself. Krishna, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, you can see uh, Krishna has a very beautiful character. Like even in the letter which Rukmani had wrote to Krishna, she mentions that Shrutva Gunan Bhuvana Sundara Sushunvatamte. You know, she says that when I heard your glories, that is when my heart melted and I fell in love with you, my Lord. Then in that letter itself, in the second verse, she lists the quality of Krishna, and she says that you are only equal to yourself in all these qualities. There are seven qualities which were listed, from which one of the qualities was Sheela. Right? Sheela means character. My dear Lord, you have very high character, she says. Right? For example, in the 10th canto itself, there was an incident where Muchukunda Maharaj, who is a very dear devotee of the Lord, he helped the Devatas to fight against the Asuras for a prolonged period of time. After which he was granted a boon that because you were fighting without any rest, you may take rest. Now you may sleep somewhere. You find a suitable place and you sleep. And Mujukunda Maharaj, he asked from the Devatas that whoever hinders my sleep, he should be burned into ashes and be killed. So in this particular incident, so Krishna, in that famous Leela as Ranachora, Krishna was pretending as if he is running away from Kalayavana. He was a demon. And Kalayavana was, chasing Krishna. He was also having fun because, Krishna is afraid of me. I will show him who he is. And he was under the pretext that I will kill Krishna. And he was chasing Krishna. And Krishna was running as if he is afraid of Kalayavana. And he ran into a cave where Mukchukunda Maharaj was sleeping. Right? So see Krishna, how smart Krishna is. Krishna gets into the cave and he hides himself. And when Kalayavana gets into the cave, he sees somebody is lying down and sleeping. And Kalayavana mistook, our Muchukunda Maharaj for Krishna. And he kicks Muchukunda Maharaj thinking that he is Vasudev Krishna. And Muchukunda Maharaj's sleep is broken and he wakes up and he looks at Kalayavana. Fire comes from his eyeball and Kalayavana is finished. He turns into ashes. And then Krishna comes in front of Muchukunda Maharaj. So Krishna's two purposes were fulfilled. One was to kill Kalayavana and somehow wake Muchukunda Maharaj so that he can give him darshan. Right? So when Muchukunda Maharaj sees Krishna, he is, Muchukunda Maharaj, he is just amazed by the beauty of the Lord. He says that who are you, my Lord? But like, you are so effulgent. Effulgence is coming out from you. Right? We also know that Krishna is very effulgent, very beautiful. Krishna is, right? Kandarpa koti kamaniya vishesha shobham. Brahma Samhita states that Krishna's form, hundreds and millions and billions and trillions of cupids, Kandarpas, if they are put together, Kandarpas, they are considered to be, the cupids are considered to be very beautiful in this material world. The most beautiful beings, we call them in the material world. But crores and crores of such cupids, if they come together, they are no match for Krishna because Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham. Right? He is that beautiful, that effulgent. He is. So Shamam Niyata Prakasham, it is said. So he is very much Shamam Tribhanga Lalitam Niyata Prakasham. So he is very beautiful, his form, he is very effulgent, and Munchukunda Maharaj is naturally attracted to him because he has devotion in his heart. And he looks at Krishna and says that, who are you? And Krishna In a very humble way, Krishna says that, oh, I am son of Vasudeva Maharaj. Only says that much, right? So if you take the accomplishments of Krishna, Krishna could have said that, you don't know me. I am the proprietor of all the three worlds. I have come here to give you blessings. Or Krishna could have said that, I am the one who killed Kamsa, or I am the one who killed such and such demons. When I was a little boy, I lifted Govardhan, and I drank fire and saved, and then I danced on the hoods of Kaliya, and all these things. When I was merely 6 days old, I just killed a big demon, demon, she demon. Her name was Putana. All these things you could have said. But what did Krishna say? I am the son of Vasudeva Maharaj. He never said all these things. Why? Because Sheila, character. In this world, we see that we may possess a very little quality, some kind of qualities, if at all we have any. But we would like to boast it, right? Many people, they like to boast. At times we meet people, and we sometimes you have just done that. Why is this guy not just stopping? He's just going on and on and on. He's just speaking about himself and himself and himself, glorifying himself. You know what, I did that, then I did that, then my boss said me this. Without me, nothing is going to. People are very much eager to speak about themselves. But the Supreme Lord, who is actually worthy of speaking about himself and boasting about himself, and not anyone could raise a hand on him and say that, oh, why are you speaking in such a way? That Supreme Lord, when he introduces himself, he is just introducing himself, as subordinate to someone. This is Sheila, this is character. Even in the first chapter of the Gita, we see that how Arjuna orders Krishna. Arjuna says that Senayor Ubhayor Madhye Ratham Stapayame Achyuta. O Achyuta, you place the chariot between the two armies so that I can see them. Right? Ratham Stapayam. He is not saying that, my dear sir, if you wish to do so, you please. No, Arjuna is ordering Krishna. Because Krishna is his charioteer and Krishna is his friend, so he can order, and he is ordering Krishna. And what did Krishna do? Did Krishna get up and say that, who are you to order me? Everything is coming from me and the Supreme Lord. Who are you to order me? No, Krishna is simply taking the chariot and going. He is ready to become a servant of his servants. This is Sheila, this is character. But in the second chapter, when Arjuna falls at the feet of Krishna and he requests him, and he says that, my dear Lord, now you are a guru to me. Now you please kindly instruct me. What should I do? I am bewildered. Please tell me what is the truth. Please guide me. That is when Krishna takes the role of a guru, of a spiritual master, and then he speaks Bhagavad Gita. When he is speaking all these verses about himself, he is not boasting. See, sometimes people think that Krishna is boasting when Krishna is using aham, 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 aham at many places. Like this was genuine doubt. Somebody asked me some time back, maybe a year back or so. Somebody asked me that I started reading Bhagavad Gita, but it seems that Krishna is a very self-centered man. He's always speaking I. I said him that these rules of uh, you know being self-centered and egoistic and all these things, these don't apply to Krishna, because Krishna is speaking the truth. When Krishna is saying aham sarvasya prabhava, I am the source of everything, mata sarvam pravartate, everything is coming from me, it is a fact. Krishna is speaking a fact. You cannot say that Krishna is egoistic because he is speaking like that. So that is why before getting into this chapter, I made it clear that what is the character of Krishna and in what capacity Krishna is speaking here. Krishna is speaking for each and every one of us. See, Arjuna is a great devotee. We have discussed it many times that Arjuna was actually placed into such a situation by Yogamaya to play that part so that Bhagavad Gita can come out, right? Krishna won't speak to anybody and everybody. Gita, he will speak to his devotee, and through his devotee he is teaching each and every one of us how to become a devotee and go back to Krishna, right? So Krishna needs a platform. That's why he is speaking to Arjuna. And when he is speaking to Arjuna, that is, he is kindly speaking for each and every one of us. And we must know the truth. That's why Krishna is speaking all this. We should understand that. And take Krishna's words as it is. No material interpretations, no interpretations of our own, no foolish interpretations of foolish philosophers. We should not take all those things. We have to take Bhagavad Gita for as it was spoken by Krishna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Because he has spoken that for us, the fallen Kali Yuga Jivas. So yes, we'll get into the chapter. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha भूय एव महाबाहो शृणु मे परमं वचः यत्तेऽहं प्रीयमाणाय वक्ष्यामि हितकाम्यया. See, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, spoke. Bhuya eva, Bhuya means again. Bhuya eva hi Mahabaho. O Mahabaho, O Arjuna, who is mighty armed, Bhuya eva, again. Okay, I am speaking. If you take it from continuation from the ninth chapter, in the ninth chapter he has already spoken a lot of things about himself. But now he is saying that Bhuya eva Mahabaho. I am again speaking. My dear Mahabaho. Shrunu me. You hear to me. Okay. Paramam vachaha. What I am speaking? Vachaha means to speak, or the fact that I am going to speak, the instruction that I am going to give. And Paramam means what? The supreme one. So what is Krishna going to speak in this chapter? It is Paramam Vachaha. It is the greatest truth, the greatest instruction of all time that Krishna is going to give here. Yat teham priyamanaya. Why am I speaking this to you? Right? Why am I doing this? Because priyamanaya. Because you are very dear to me. तुम तुम बहुत प्रिय हो मुझे, इसलिए मैं ये कह रहा हूँ तुमसे. So here only we can understand that Bhagavad Gita is meant for those who are very dear to Krishna, right? We have to put ourselves in the shoes of Arjuna and listen from Krishna. So we should be very dear to Krishna. Then only Bhagavad Gita will reveal itself to us, right? Yat teham priyamanaya, because you are very dear to me, Arjuna. Vakshyami hita kamyaya. Vakshyami. So I am saying Vakshyami to speak. Hita kamyaya. Thinking of your benefit. Hita kamyaya. Kamya means to desire. I am desiring what? Hita. Hita means what? बोलते हैं ना, तुम्हारा हित करने के लिए मैं ये कह रहा हूँ. तो तुम्हारे हित की कामना रखकर मैं ये चीजें कह रहा हूँ आपसे. क्यों? क्योंकि तुम बहुत प्रिय हो मुझे, ऐसे भगवान कह रहे हैं. भूय एव महाबाहो शृणु मे परमं वचः यत्तेहं प्रीयमाणाय वक्ष्यामि हितकाम्यया. For your benefit. So Krishna is speaking this for our benefit. We are very dear to Krishna, right? We have to be dear to Krishna, then only all these benefits will come to us. So we should try to be dear to Krishna. And this is what Krishna is going to speak in this chapter. Paramam Vacha. He is going to speak the greatest instruction, the supreme most instruction he is going to speak. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, listen again, O mighty armed Arjuna, because you are my friend. For your benefit, I shall speak to you further, giving knowledge that is better than what I have already explained. Right? So from where is Prabhupada saying better than what I have already explained? Bhuya eva. See, he is saying again I am going to speak. Right? Bhuya again. Bhuya vakshyami. Again I will say. So if he is speaking again, when Krishna is saying that I am speaking again, it means that he has already spoke something before, right? In the ninth chapter. So now if he is saying that this is Paramam Vachaha, which means that it is better than what I have already spoke. Right? So that is what Krishna is saying here. Second verse. Name viduhu suraganaha prabhavam namaharshayah aham adirhi devanam maharshinam cha sarvashah. So very, very, very important verse. See? Na me viduhu. Na. Na is a negation. Okay. Na me viduhu. Me means me or my. Na me viduhu. Viduhu means to know. Okay. Suraganaha. Sura means what? There are two class of people. One is Sura and one is Asura. Sura basically means the Devatas, right? The demigods, those we call Indra, Chandra, Varuna, and all those people. They are what? They are Suraganaha. Name viduhu Suraganaha. These Suraganas or these Devatas, they don't know me. That is what Krishna is saying. Name viduhu Suraganaha Prabhavam na maharshayah. Na maharshaya. All these great rishis, maharshis, they also don't know me. What do they don't know about me? Prabhavam, the beginning or the origin. They don't know. So na me means my, and Prabhavam means origin or opulences. They don't know my Aishwarya or they don't know my origin. They don't know that. Name viduhu suraganaha prabhavam na maharshayah. Not even maharshis, not even maha great sages. They also don't know my opulence. They also don't. मेरा प्रभाव जो है, मेरा ओरिजिन या फिर मेरा ऑपुलेंस ऐश्वर्य जो है, ये बड़े बड़े महर्षि लोग और देवता लोग ये लोग भी नहीं जानते हैं. Aham Adir hi Devanam. Aham means I and Adi means I am the origin. He Devanam. Of all these Devatas, all these Suragana, these demigods, I am their origin. So Krishna is saying. Aham Adir hi Devanam. Maharshinam cha Sarvashah. Not only Devanam, Maharshinam cha sarvashah. See, in Sanskrit, cha means also. We can say either it's also or it also means and, right? So here, what is Krishna saying? Aham adirhi devanam maharshinam. Devanam maharshinam cha means of devatas and maharshis also. Or we can say devanam maharshinam cha sarvashah means of devatas, of maharshis, and all the living entities. And all the living entities, I am what? I am Adi. I am the origin. Neither the hosts of demigods nor the great sages know my origin or opulences. For in every respect, I am the source of the demigods and sages. So what should I say? So even in the Brahma Samhita, we have seen, right? Ishwarah Paramah Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Anadir. He does not have a beginning. Adir, but he is the beginning to everything. Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause behind all the causes. Right? So Anadir Adir Govinda, he is the first person, but he does not have a beginning. Right? He is beginningless. So what did Krishna say here? Krishna say that all these devatas, these demigods, and these maharshis, they don't know me. They don't know my origin. They don't know my opulence. Right? For I am the origin of all these demigods and these maharshis and everyone. Lord Krishna is saying. So we must understand this. See, we cannot be sentimental. At times, people are very sentimental. And many times in India, we see that people have this tendency of saying that, oh, every demigod is one only. है ना, आपको जिनको पूजना है आप पूजो, सब एक जैसा ही है, सब एक है, and all these things. These people are sentimental, right? Because in Gita, Krishna is very specific. You see, it is not the first time we are seeing. Many places we have seen all these things, especially in the ninth chapter and the second, third chapter. All these places we have seen how Krishna says that all these devatas, they are also coming from me. He elaborately speaks about worship of the devatas in the ninth chapter, right? We have seen that. So we must understand that we should never uh, equate the devatas on the same level as Krishna. Not because Krishna takes it as an insult and he will punish. No, not like that. It is a matter of respect. It is an etiquette. Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, and even the devatas, they also don't like being worshipped on the same level as Krishna, because they are devotees. They are not ordinary people, right? They are devotees. That's why they are there. Whatever problem comes, they directly go to Mahavishnu only to solve the problems, right? They go to the Kshir Sagar, meet Shirodakshay Vishnu, and he is the one who solves their problem. Ete cham sakala pumsah Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Hridayanti. So Krishna, he descends down. Why? Because Indra Ari Vyakulam Lokam. So the world, when it is actually troubled by Indra Ari means Shatru. Ari means an enemy. Indra Ari or Indrari means somebody who is an enemy of Indra. Who is the enemy of Indra? The Asuras. And the demons, they trouble this Bhumi Devi, people, the inhabitants of Bhumi Devi. That is when Krishna appears to help, the demigods, to help us. So we must never equate the devatas along with Krishna. It is a matter of respect and etiquette, right? So you must be always be careful about it, and we should try not to be sentimental. That array sab ek hi hai. No, it is not like that. Why is it important? Because Krishna says in the ninth chapter that whom you are worshipping and the mode of worship and sacrifices and for what you are doing, on the basis of that your ultimate destination is decided, right? If you worship a particular form of a devata, well and good, but you will go to the planet of that devata and you have to come back here. That is also material. See, we have to understand there is something which is material and something which is spiritual. We are inherently spiritual in nature, and Krishna is the supreme spirit, right? We are Atma, he is Paramatma. We are Brahman, he is Parabrahman. So we are sparks and he is fire. The spark has no value if the fire is not around, right? The spark will go off, fade away with time. That is what is happening with us in this material world. And when we are, for our material benefits or for some reason, when we are worshipping the devatas, I am not saying that we must not respect them. See, many people take it to the extremes. People don't respect. So that is not the case. We must not speak ill about them because they are devotees of the Lord. They are in service of the Lord. We must not criticize them, or we must not speak ill of them. We must not belittle them. We are nobody to do that. They are great souls. We must be subservient. But at the same time, we must understand that we should not uh, foolishly engage in all sorts of ritualistic ceremonies because of being sentimental. And secondly, we must understand that everything has a reaction to it. If you are doing some kind of a puja for some kind of material benefit, you will get the benefit, but along with it, you will get the results, the reactions as well. You are bound here. You have to understand that. So we must be fixed in our mind that what is our destination, where are we heading towards. If we are heading towards Krishna, then we must understand that we have to completely surrender at his lotus feet, right? Chant his holy name sincerely and cry before Krishna that Krishna, take me. I don't want to be here anymore. So, whatever, apart from that, whatever we are doing from the perspective of the spirit soul, because we are spiritual in nature, that is all waste of time. To be very honest and very frank, it is a waste of time because we are not matter. If you are trying to enjoy matter here, somehow or other, we are wasting our time. See, it is not very easy, easier said than done, but still we have to understand this. It is very important that we understand. We must not uh, go to devatas for some material benefits. We can go to them, we can bow down, we can offer our respects, and we can ask that please give me Krishna Prem. Please bless me so that I can get Krishna. That is a very healthy thing that you can do. Even Rukmini Devi did this. The gopis of Vrindavan, they did this, right? The Brajvasis, they do that. But not going for some material benefits. We should understand this in Tattva that Krishna is the origin of everyone, of all the devatas, all the sages, and everybody. यो माम् अजम् अनादिं च वेति लोक महेश्वरम् असम्मूढ़ः समर्थ्येषु सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते. It's a very important verse. Here Krishna says, Yo mam ajam anadim cha veti loka maheshwaram. So Krishna is saying here that यह someone or anyone जो, जैसे हम लोग हिंदी में जो कहते हैं ना, जो ऐसा करेगा, तो यो means यह means someone or anyone. Mam, mam here Krishna is saying about himself, me. Yomam ajam anadim cha. Ajam means somebody who has no birth, unborn. Ja means to be born, and a ja means somebody who is not born, unborn. Right? So Krishna is Aja. Why? Because he has no birth. Right? He is completely spiritual in nature. He is ever existing. You know? So he is Anadi. So he is Aja. He has no birth. So Yomam Ajam Anadim. Anadim means he has no beginning. Right? There was nobody before Krishna who came and gave birth to Krishna. Right? Krishna was there since beginningless time. There is no time and space for Krishna. So Yomam Ajam Anadim Cha also Veti knows. So Yaha, the first word that we read, should be read with this Veti. So somebody who knows this. What does he know? That Mam, Krishna is speaking that me. So Krishna is Ajam Anadim Cha. So he is unborn and he is beginningless. Also Loka Maheshwaram. Also knowing that Krishna is what? Loka Maheshwaram. Loka means of the world, of both the spiritual and material world. Maha Ishwaram. Maheshwar means what? Maha Ishwara is Maheshwara. Right? It's a Sandhi rule. Maha plus Ishwara becomes Maheshwara. So Krishna is saying that Loka Maheshwaram. That Krishna is whom? Loka Maheshwaram. Ishwara in Sanskrit it means controller. And Maha Ishwara means he is the supreme controller. He is the greatest controller. Maha Ishwara. Right? So somebody who knows that Krishna is unborn, Krishna is without a beginning, and Krishna is Loka Maheshwaram. He is the greatest controller of all the three worlds. somebody who knows this. Asammudaha, such a person is what? He is asammudaha. He is no undeluded. वो मोहित नहीं है. He knows truth for truth, right? Asammudaha sa martyeshu. सह मीन्स वो. से हम लोग ने बोला ना, यह मतलब जो करके हम बोल रहे थे, तो सह मीन्स वो व्यक्ति. तो जो व्यक्ति भगवान को ये सब ऐसा जानता है भगवान के विषय में, वो असमूढ़ है, वो मूड नहीं है. और वो मर्त्येशु, वो भले ही मर्त्येशु मतलब ही इज amongst the men who are supposed to die. See, Sanskrit is a very beautiful language. Every word has its meaning. When we say that martya, when we call someone martya, martya also means people who are subject to death. जिनका मृत्यु होगा वो मर्त्य है. इसलिए ये दुनिया को हम मर्त्य लोक कहते हैं, क्योंकि ये दुनिया में जो भी आता है उसका मृत्यु होगा ही, है ना. हम बोलते हैं ना, इफ देयर इज अ बिगिनिंग देयर इज एन एंड. So because this world everything is supposed to end, this world is called martya loka, right? So sa martyeshu, among the men who are subject to death, sarva papai pramuchyati. Even though he is among those people who are subject to death, sarva papai, all kinds of sins that he has committed, one has committed, pramuchyate, he is delivered from them, right? So even just knowing this fact, right, even knowing the fact that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, Krishna is unborn, Krishna has no beginning, and Krishna is the supreme authority who is the supreme controller. Even knowing this makes you undeluded, right? And such a person, even though he is amongst men who is subject to death now, he is delivered from all the sinful reactions of his past deeds. See, he who knows me as the unborn, as the beginningless, as the supreme Lord of all the worlds, he only undeluded among men is freed from all sins. Right? So he is freed from all the sins. So this knowledge, this greatest knowledge that Krishna is sharing, it can free one from the greatest miseries, from the greatest sins that one has committed. It is very important to know. Why? Because all these things, many people they hear, many people they read, but actually you have to realize this. We have to realize this. Jnanam vijnana sahitam. Right? There should be knowledge. Along with the knowledge should come the realized form of knowledge. And how does it come? It comes by sadhana, chanting of the holy names attentively. Then Krishna will reveal himself to us. Like in the Gita we have heard before, Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam stataiva bhajamyaham. Like to the degree of one's surrender, to the degree of one's bhajan, I reveal myself to that person. So all these truths, we must know them, and just by knowing them, we will be delivered from our sins. So we must pray at the lotus feet of Krishna so that Krishna reveals himself to us, so that one day all this knowledge will be a realized fact for each and every one of us. These are very beautiful purports. Almost go through them. Prabhupada has put a lot of nectar in these purports. बुद्धिर्ज्ञानम् असम्मोहः क्षमा सत्यं दमः शमः सुखं दुःखं भवो अभावो भयं च अभयम् एव च अहिंसा सम्मता तुष्टिस् तपो दानं यशो अयशः भवन्ति भवा भूतानां मत्त एव पृथग्विदाः. Then Krishna says one more thing, that all these qualities, these are some things that Krishna has listed down, which is found in each and every one of us. And Krishna says that all these things are actually coming from me only. There is nothing that is coming outside Krishna. So Krishna is only giving everything. We don't have anything. That is why we say that Sarva Loka Maheshwara, he is the supreme controller. He is the one who directs everything. So what are those qualities he is saying? Buddhi, intelligence, jnanam, knowledge. Asammoha, freedom from doubt or freedom from illusion. Kshama, forgiveness, to forgive someone. Satyam, truth, truthfulness. Damaha, there are yama, dama, and all this. Dama means controlling oneself, one's senses. Shamaha means to control one's mind. Sukham, we all know, happiness. Dukkham, distress. Bhava, right? Bhava means birth, right? Then abhava means death. So birth, death. So sukham, dukkham, bhava, abhava. There's bhayam, means fear. Abhayam, that is fear, fearlessness. See, there is a cha in between, which is indicating there are they all, right? Cha abhayam means there is and in between, all of them. Evacha, all these things, like the intelligence, knowledge, freedom from illusion or doubts, forgiveness, truthfulness, control of the senses, control of the mind, then happiness, then distress, then birth, death, fear and fearlessness, all these things, they are coming from Krishna, he's saying. Then the list goes further. Ahimsa, samata, tushtihi, tapaha, danam, yasho, ayashaha, right? Glory, unglory, bhavanti, bhava, bhutanam, matta eva pratak vidaha. It is all coming from me, Krishna is saying. See, intelligence, knowledge, freedom from doubt and delusion, forgiveness, truthfulness, control of the senses, control of the mind, happiness and distress, birth, death, fear, fearlessness, non-violence, equanimity, satisfaction, austerity, charity, fame and infamy. All these various qualities of living beings are created by me alone, Krishna is saying. This is all created by me alone. So nothing. See, we all have this false notion that sometimes we also get proud and we also think of others in that way, that such and such person has very nice quality. He is like this or like that. He's very knowledgeable. He's very intelligent. Or sometimes we think that we are very intelligent or we have a lot of knowledge, but we should understand that it is all coming from Krishna. In the 15th chapter, Krishna explicitly says about this thing. Sarvasya chaham hridisannivishto matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha. Vedescha sarvairahameva vedyah vedantakrit vedavit eva chaham, Krishna says. Sarvasya cha aham hridisannivishto. I am sitting in the heart of every living entity. Matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha. And I am only the person who is giving them smriti, the remembrance, jnanam, knowledge, and apohanam, the forgetfulness. All these things I am only given from within. So actually, in a way, if we see that without Krishna we are nothing, everything is actually coming from Krishna, right? So somebody might ask that, okay, fine, intelligence, knowledge, freedom from doubt and delusion, forgiveness, truthfulness, control of senses, control of mind, happiness, all these we can understand. What about distress and death? What about fear? Why is Krishna giving all these things? See, we have to somehow get out of this place also, no? We are not here for a leisure trip, right? We have to get out from here. We have to change our consciousness. We have to surrender to Krishna and get out. So how do we do that if we have no distress in this world? In fact, distress is the real happiness. It paves way to the real happiness. Because whenever we are in distress, we can remember Krishna. And also whenever we are in distress, we can actually realize that this is what this world can offer to me. There is nothing else that this world can offer me. And it is very important to understand, dear devotees, that this world has nothing else to offer, because this world is made in such a way. Prabhupada would give this beautiful example. you know Sometimes people would say, how about people who are very rich and are having a very big family, and they are happily living and all these things. Prabhupada would say that, how about a jail? In a jail there might be a first class prisoner, then a second class prison, then a third class prison. So somebody who is in a third class prison, if he is looking at the first class prison and saying that, oh, first class prison is real happiness, isn't it foolish? The same thing applies here. This is a prison house. This world, this place is a prison house, and Krishna says that time and again. He says, Dukkhalayam, Ashashvatam. This is temporary. You are supposed to die here. Dukkhalayam, this is a place full of misery. There is nothing else in this world, right? So, and from this place, we are trying to somehow squeeze out some happiness. This is ignorance. This is Maya. Because of Maya, we are deluded, and because of delusion, we are somehow trying to be happy in this world. We are searching for happiness, but actually, where is the happiness really lying? It is lying in Krishna. That is why this distress is also very necessary. If we don't have this distress, if we don't have death in this world, how will we go back to the Supreme Lord? Right? We'll be eternally be in a jail. We want to be in a jail all the time. To get out, we have to go for the real thing, and the real thing is Krishna, nothing else. So in this purport is very, very, very elaborate and very, very, very beautiful also. If you take these qualities, actually each and every quality Prabhupada explains, and he actually compares, contrasts, and uh, he gives us a perspective of bhakti in all these elements. If you see, it is very beautiful. So you all must read this. It's a very big purport, but we should try to read this. But he's giving a perspective of devotional service in all of them. So quality of a great devotee, a great devotee sees devotional service on in everything that he sees. So all these qualities, they are coming from Krishna. Krishna is saying. Then Krishna, from here onwards, from the sixth verse, actually Krishna goes on elaborating a bit about how the creation took place, and you know how Krishna. So here, there the opulence of Krishna as the controller, and opulence of Krishna as being the origin of all these worlds can be seen in some of the verses. Then he speaks about Shuddha Bhakti again, coming forward. So it is a very beautiful chapter. It's the heart of Bhagavad Gita. These six chapters in between, and 10th is one of the most beautiful chapters where Krishna reveals his heart. Krishna reveals about himself, his true nature, and we can see that. So these are very uh, big discussions, but at the same time, I'm trying to make it as crisp as possible. Um, so yes, I think we can end our session here. We will have our next session uh, on Saturdays and Sundays. Again, we will try to make it all Saturdays and Sundays, and in between, if we all have time, then we can do at that point also. Yeah. So thank you so much. If you all have any questions or any doubts or anything, you may please unmute yourself and ask. We have some time, maybe 5 minutes or so. Hare Krishna.
No question, Prabhuji.
Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Uh, we will meet soon. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.